Hi guys, this is Coach Dave here coming to you with the August challenge. This month's challenge is basically 3 holds. You guys have to accumulate 30 minutes in each of the holds. So you have 30 minutes into a squat hold, 30 minutes in an L-sit hold, 30 minutes in a handstand hold. We have had some questions about how to modify this if you guys can't do it completely RX. We will be going through some modifications for you guys coming up. Here we are with the L hold. We're going to start out with the RX version. So what you guys do on the parallettes, you want to keep your arms nice and straight, drive down on the parallettes, push down on those parallettes with the triceps. You want to lift the toes up, and ideally we want the toes above the hips. If you can't do that, we can bring them down, and then from there, you guys can start to bring them in all the way into a tuck. So anywhere in between where you can hold, the goal is to hold for as long as you can, right? If you're going over 30 seconds to 45 seconds, it's probably too easy for you. So then you can modify from there. If you guys don't like the parallettes or they're not available, you can also do them on the box. This is the same thing. You'd start out with those legs straight out if you can get into this position. Ideally toes above the hips. From there you could slightly bend, right? That's a good position. And then also bring it all the way into a tuck if you can't keep them extended. Okay? All those also carry over to using the bar. If you guys want to use the bar, you can jump up there, just let yourself hang in that full extension, right from here. Again, you're just going to bring those legs up, ideally toes above the hips, and then same thing. If you need to modify, you can bring them down or start to bring them in, and finally into a hold into that tuck. Alright guys, here we are at the handstand hold. So for the RX version, you guys are going to just kick up into a handstand. When you guys kick up into the handstand, what we really want to focus on is driving your head through and extending these shoulders through. As you get tired, what's going to start to happen is your body's going to start to sink down, and then you want to continually press and drive that head through. Okay, with the bottom half of the body, we want to focus on keeping that stomach tight, keeping the butt tight in that hollow position. Okay? From there, if you guys need to, we're going to walk up into a wall walk. Right? We want to avoid this position. This is called a pipe position, right? We want to get back into that hollow, right? So we want to kind of suck those abs in, okay? And then same thing in the shoulders. Drive your head through, push that ground away. Obviously, at this point, if you can't come all the way into the wall, this is fine. Or you guys can walk up as far as you can, just depending on where your ability level is, okay? If you guys need to do that, and you can't go upside down, or you're fearful of going upside down, we can grab dumbbells. We're gonna bring them up to the shoulders. We're gonna press them up overhead. Again, you wanna keep those shoulders engaged, pressing up on those dumbbells. You want those dumbbells turned in, so you have that torque in the shoulders, that stability. Don't let them turn out. And again, keep that core nice and tight. You want to squeeze the abs, squeeze that butt in a hollow position, and hold. Again, any of these holds, if you're holding for more than 30 to 45 seconds, and you're not doing it in the RX version, you want to make it a little more difficult for yourself. You shouldn't be holding for 2 and 3 minutes, or it's too easy or too light for you. Finally, that brings us to the squat hold. So what we want to do in the squat hold is get down into a squat. We want to focus on the weight in the heels. We do not want to be up on the toes. We want to focus on weight in the heels, sitting back, keeping this chest nice and vertical. If you guys can't keep the weight back in the heels, then what we can do is we come up, we can use the pole. We can grab the pole lightly, just so we kind of get that weight back in the heels, feel ourselves sitting back. I don't want you guys to death grip the pole and just hold on to it, right, and start leaning back. Okay, we want to lightly grab it, sit back in the heels, keep that chest vertical. If you guys are in this position and you feel yourselves leaning forward, right, and your back is arched and you're kind of rolling here, we can also go to the wall. Okay, this one's a little more difficult, but it does help you keep that chest upright. Bring the hands on the wall, drop down, and again, focus on the heels. That's the main thing for this challenge, is I want you to feel the weight in the heels and not be up in the toes.